Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to our Forming Portugal Let's Play here in Crusader Kings 3. Now, last time we formed Portugal, but our campaign is far from over, as we are still going to strive to end the Iberian struggle, which is the main gameplay mechanic introduced in the latest DLC. There are many ways to end the struggle, actually, and there's different ending decisions we can do with different requirements. Obviously, being Portugal, the one called Portuguese dominance would interest us the most, but it's probably fairly difficult at this point for us to approach this. There's many steps. So, first we have to be independent ruler, check. We have to be in hostility to get this done, which is actually going to happen pretty soon. And then we have to hold and have complete control of at least 2 kingdoms in Hispania, which probably means Portugal and Spain in our case. It could be another kingdom. We can easily actually get Astoria, since we have our grandson pretty much lined up to take both of these titles, and that would work out for us. We have to unite the Spanish throne under your primary titles, so like I said, probably Spain will make more sense in this case. And then every de jure capital would have to be Visigoths and Catholic. That will take a bit of work. Aside from that, we must have complete control of these duchies, basically key duchies throughout the land. We'll work on these as we move forward. I mean, even without looking at the checklist individually, I think conquering the Iberian Peninsula as a whole probably just makes decent sense for us. If you look at the kingdom spread, there's quite a few kingdoms for us to go after. If we want to, we actually could have 2 right now. We don't have the claim on that, but we can definitely usurp it very easily. We have the legit control, even though technically our former liege, our daughter-in-law, has the current title. We can make her hate us by stealing it, and we gain basically prestige from having another kingdom title under our belt. I don't think it's beneficial for us to grab that, because I think it will complicate succession. Since right now we only own 1 kingdom level title, there would be no split, right? We basically get the kingdom going to our primary, and then the duchies was split after that point. Speaking of duchies, there's so many things we need to do after getting the kingdom. We have to land a couple of our relatives. It doesn't have to be our relative, but I think we're going after, it's better to give it to our relatives, make them dukes, because now with the subdivision, we can't own that many lower tier titles. It's similar to domain limit, but a tad different. We can own like 2 duchies directly, and then we have to pass out the rest. We currently have 5, I think. Basically the 4 that makes up Portugal, and then Galicia that we had from the beginning. There are also options where we can change the law eventually. Not this one. Actually, Confederated Partition. I'm pretty sure because of our new Visigoth culture, I'm still kind of bitter about it, that it's not quote-unquote Portuguese because of a bug. Someone did mention I could have just rolled back the game to the prior patch and then did the decision to get Portuguese and then rolled it forward again afterwards. Yeah, that probably would have worked, but feels like a lot of work. So didn't end up doing that. But as you can see, we should be able to get high partition here. It might take a while, actually, for this to kick in. This basically is like an uneven divide, I believe, where the direct heir gets more than an even split, right? That's the main difference, which always is better. As the player, you want to end up with a bigger slice. So we probably will change that if we do get the opportunity, and that perhaps is definitely a better part or better result from getting Visigoth culture, which is actually kind of hard to get after the game removed it. We are also going to be able to change the gender laws by that point, where we can make equal, where they get equal rights in succession. I'm not so sure if we actually want this. This is like a backup option if we have a generation where we don't have a son, then, obviously making it equal would allow us to have a queen, and, we can keep playing without, if we have a favorable girl who's like amazing stats, then that would be great. All the other stuff we kind of looked at briefly last time. I think this is the one that, in particular might benefit us a bit more. Malleable subjects. There's one that I don't like, which I think is Hit and Run Tactician. This is not the playstyle I think I want to go for. And if anything, if we get a chance to reform our culture, which we can't right now, because if you can see, we just got the formation and then we paused the game. So the game needs a little time to process that we are the culture head of the Visigoth, because currently no one was Visigoths until we became Visigoths. So the game needs some time to process that we are going to be the culture head, because we're the only ones who have Visigoth as our culture. But yeah, and then we also need to pass out titles. But the main thing that we held is this tutorial on Royal Court, because aside from the Iberian Peninsula or the Struggle DLC, I didn't play the Royal Court DLC either, so I have no clue what to do here. So first things first, we can open up the court, which is beautiful throne room here. We put in the 2 banners we had, which give us bonuses. Obviously, getting more artifact would be great. We're supposed to hold court, so let's do it. In order to be a successful ruler, I must actually rule on the various dilemmas and situations which arise within my sphere of influence. By officially inviting all my subjects to travel to my castle and petition me for aid, I'll be able to stay informed, sway the balance of power, and visibly show the world that I am in charge. We will increase our court grandeur, which I think it's based on, dynasty legacies. How much you spend on amenities, if you have any artifact. A portion of it's lost upon succession. And there will basically be events, and we can do it once every 5 years. Okay, what if I don't want to do this right now? However, no one may want to come to Royal Court if it's not well known. So let's look at Court Grandeur. Could we do that? Open the... Oh, there we go. Ah, fancy new UI. So this is how famous our Royal Court is. Various factors contribute to your grandeur, but primary is amenities and court artifacts. As your realm becomes larger, you're expected to reach a higher grandeur level. This is known as grandeur expectation. So we are currently... So is the red bar like the expectation? Change towards baseline. Baseline is 9. Oh, are we currently at 25? Wow, that we're actually quite high, and we're above baseline. Why is our baseline only 9? We're 2 levels above the expected court grandeur level, which gives us additional prestige, vassal opinion, and guest opinion. That's good, but we're shifting down. Why is our baseline so low? Seems like we have the bonuses for a couple. Do we have the baseline? Huh. Right. It feels like there is building bonuses, like construction cost discounts. We can bestow loyal favors. Unlock manage royal guard. Promote cultural acceptance. People who have lived in the royal court gain special trait based on court type. Convince de jure territory. Guardianship acceptance for vassals increase. Imprison chance increase. Development growth in capital increase. More powerful trait. Renown increase. Vassal tax contribution increase. Okay, interesting. We have no amenities. I'm still trying to figure out the baseline value, but I guess that's why this tutorial is here. Amenities are various service and convenience you provide to everyone who attends your royal court. Each provides its own benefit and all contribute to grandeur. They all cost gold each month. So money outgoing. We're rich, so that's the good news. All right, so there are court types, which are designated court types provide set bonuses. The ethos of the ruler's culture determine the court type they have. Diplomatic, warlike, administrative, intrigue, scholarly, tribal. Okay. So we are egalitarian ethos, which makes us, I mean, this is based on Visigothic culture, right? So we are culturally accepting, I guess. Vassal limit plus 10. Different culture opinions plus 5. Different faith opinion plus 5. And we are allowed to have a diplomatic court or administrative court. Administrative court. Oh, this actually changes our grandeur level bonuses. And if it's diplomatic, we get the tyranny, offer vassalage acceptance. Oh, we get an additional personal scheme. That's pretty powerful. I mean, for us, we are the builder type, or at least I want to play the builder type, so this makes more sense. We don't have to change it. That's pretty good. And also the language. Oh, why are we kicked out? Wait, why are we kicked out every time I click that? Huh. Oh, click to view. I guess we can't change it. That's why we're kicked out. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Even though I know multiple languages, I guess it depends on like the cultural language. Where do I actually check? Oh, there we go. Right, we speak 4 language, 3 foreign, and that's the max we can have until we raise our learning to 15, if we can do that. Anyways, back to court lessons. Got to figure out how to do everything here. Right, that's ready done, that's ready done, that's ready done. We didn't really check out the amenities. So for 0.2 gold, we can increase our own prestige per month. We get 4 points of grandeur, and our guests will gain additional prestige. So this one's all about prestige. Fashion. Okay, fashion. Okay. And then this is food. Feast activity will reduce less stress because it's bland. And if we pay up, we get grandeur and our guests will have less stress loss. And then once we pay up to decent food, we will have more stress loss during feast. And then I guess it just goes up for the grandeur bonus and the stress loss of our courts and guests. Up to exotic food giving a health boost. Small boost, but still a boost. Interesting. And then this is lodging provided. So guests can stay longer. They can join schemes as agents. Is that a good thing for us or a bad thing for us? I guess if we're targeting people in our own court, it's fine. But would that mean they're going to join schemes against us? I guess not. That would be a bad bonus. So at the highest tier, they stay longer, eager to join our schemes, and they get inspiration quality. Completed inspiration quality has a good chance of improvement. What are inspiration? Inspired characters are skilled artisans with a project that can come true to become a sponsor. Oh, they can create artifacts for us. Like, okay, so like basically we're patron of the arts, perhaps. And then servants. Servants will decrease the cost of recruiting guests. Oh, right, because, yeah, people come to court, we recruit them. Personnel scheme power increase, hostile scheme resistant increase. This feels pretty important, actually, of all of them, just to protect us from hostile schemes, even. For 0.8 per month. So if we upgrade everything, we essentially get 64 point of grandeur. And we're only paying 3.2 per month. I say only because it's nothing. And there's a rank. Oh. Okay. So Byzantine being an empire, #1 makes perfect sense. Our King Louis II of West Francia being 4th. Our in-laws Alfred being 6th. Okay, we gotta catch up to them. You know, gotta give some points to our kids. You know, dad comes from a good court. Right, we looked at this already. And then our court artifacts. Right, so here you displayed. We'll do that later, but as we can see, we have our 2 banners, both with decent renown, prestige, vassal limit, grandeur bonuses, and we place them on the walls there. We don't have claims on any artifacts. I guess if we lose some, we can, you know, reclaim it. Or we can maybe invite someone with a claim to fetch artifact for our court. So open the throne room tab. Okay, and then what? Feel free to... That's it. Okay, all right. So that's a pretty decent quick lesson. I guess we can set it up and then invite people. I'm still curious as to why we have a baseline of 9. Ah. So how would we... Court physician's giving us 2 points. So we have to basically fill up our court. So it doesn't dip down, I assume. Or get more artifact, right? So we're overdoing it. And they're not letting us stack that. Oh, there's our son with 1 leg. Oh, the poor boy. At least he might become king. That's our marshal, I believe. Yep. Whispering in our ears. Anyways, let's pop out of here. We don't need to hold court just yet. We have a lot of other things that we need to do. Yeah, too many duchies. I think as a king, we can hold 2. Yep, we'll figure out which ones we want to hold. And they expect positions. So I think we also have to consider that. Because whoever we make a duke, probably need to end up over here. I prefer family members. So we have a couple of family members here. He is not very talented. I mean, decent stewardship, but not anywhere close to that. We can land him and... not that claim, but we can land him and basically they will have a higher chance of having kids. Well, once she comes of age. Right, no need to rush her here. Quite young. Yeah, most of our positions are unlanded. He is landed, but I don't know if I want to give him a title here. Our mayor, our son, if we land him, I mean, the poor guy's already 40 and doesn't have a wife or kid. Did he even take any lovers? So he has a couple friends. The girl he, you know, stopped from being bullied at a young age. Ah, he's friends with his brother, who I turned to the faith and became someone's bishop. For Orthodox Greek, what did you do? I guess he's just visiting, not his bishop. Anyways, yeah, that son is a lost son. We could also land him, our second son. It becomes a little bit tricky because we have to figure out who's going to end up with which piece. Like, technically, we still want to own most of the important pieces. So, like, Glacia being our money holder. Oh, and to also move my capital. That's right. So let's... yeah, too many little things that need to be done. We're going to move it to Lisboa, which is the drawer capital of the kingdom. We're going to fix it. We're going to move the realm capital here. It's not a very particularly nice holding yet, but we can improve on that. I don't think any buildings will become inactive, actually. Alright, that's done. Yeah, I think the buildings are fine. That one's going to be a duchy building anyways, so it's not going to really have any impact. We can upgrade a few things. Yeah, we have money now. We should build up Lisboa. We should try to get control of these in the future by essentially revoking their claim once we have that option. We're still working on that innovation once we become culture head. We should also up the development here. Oh, it's 9. It's not that bad. So we're working on this one, which is now the wrong culture, actually, because they're still Galatian. Ooh, that is tricky. Why didn't they convert with me? I guess they were not in the technical territory of Portugal. Now that makes sense. I guess the easiest solution, I think I can force them to... I think they can adapt the culture of their liege, which is me. I can't remember why we imprisoned him. Was he an agent? He's loaded. I think we'll get the most through this. Is there still any schemes going on? Oh yes, there is. There's one to kill Mike. Yeah, I guess I can't remember if he's actually involved in that or not. But I think we'll just keep him in prison for now. Right, like I said, I don't think we want to usurp that. We have 11 knights now. Wow. We just have to force a pop. Oh yeah, let's just force a couple. And that immediately offsets it. Automatically invites. It's just the system hasn't processed it yet. We get to have a couple more man-arms. Yes, please. How many more, actually? I think we just have to, like, let the game run for a month, just so a lot of these things aren't done. If we land people... I think we land the Portugal duchy away, because we don't control it anyways. And I think if we look at succession, it's going to go to our second son. So maybe we land him here. I actually forgot how to do these. Maybe I can't land him because he's no longer in my court. Because for him... yeah, I can just grant title. Anything I give him, if I don't control it if I control it directly, I will just be giving up on it. But I don't control anything here. Maybe we give this to him, and he can help us manage it. We're not giving this away, and we don't want to give this away. I mean, these make good money too. What is the punishment for being over? Is it just vassal opinion? Then could I just ignore it if it's not that high? $45 points. Okay, it's pretty high. Alright, it's dipped him down to 5 points. I don't know how to solve this problem. Like, are we supposed to basically grant him the duchy title? It's weird for him, though. Like, ideally, we should be granting it coin buzz, making less money. You know what? Our nephew here. Wait, how is he not in my court already? I thought he was. Alright, we're gonna invite him in, and I'm gonna give him a title. And then go to your dad, go to me, go to your other uncle. She's in our court. We haven't found her a husband yet. Oh. Prince of England, you say? Alfred's other son. Could we get a matrilineal marriage? Yeah, that's not possible. That's a problem. Then we don't want someone too strong. She's what, 20? She's 22? Okay. Handsome. Bastard, but maybe this way he doesn't care, right? He would come to us, wouldn't he, in this case? Maybe not, because he's landed. Maybe we should look for someone who's not landed. Decent fighter. Maybe someone better. 7, 23, 11 prowess. Ooh, good diplomacy. Yeah, the diplomacy is actually super high. Better than what we have. We could also land him. If it's matrilineal, the sons would inherit on our side. Yeah, I mean, he's a nobody. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. And she is in our court, I believe. So we'll be able to grab her and then maybe land them. I should land him. I'm gonna give him... one of these counties. And then give him the whole duchy. Wait, why are these the only available ones? Oh, he can only get the ones he stands to inherit. Well, I guess that's... there we go. Oh, I can give him the higher title, but not the entire piece. And then he'll be transferred over to him. So if I don't... right, this will be the combination. Wait, so somehow we're not... okay, so if we just give a county, we get stressed. But if we give the duchy, we don't get stressed. So he's going to get transferred over anyways. My question is like, he's not going to be my marshal? Like, he's not going to be he's not going to be our marshal anymore at this point, right? So I might as well give him both. We don't lose that much money. Right, so he becomes our vassal here. Now, I believe because he's now landed, there's a shot he will actually find his own wife. We'll see. Right, so he's no longer our marshal. We have a better replacement, but would he rebel against us? Even though he likes us by 100 here? Because then I might just make him my marshal. But what about my knight and best friend? Or currently friend? Oh, court events. Interesting. Okay, so that part's done. And then we're going to have to wait on our relatives, our nephews and niece to pop over for things. Our court physician is the only one that's slightly decent. I would really want to find someone to do our artifacts for us. Food taster. Our daughter is excellent for this. You will lose weight more quickly. Yeah, so let our daughter do this. The scheming ones. This is based on intrigue. Right, we're not going to revoke it. Yeah, we trust her to not join any scheme against us. We're going to fill our court position a little. Master of the horse. Right. Grandeur bonus. Knight effectiveness based on... unfortunately, we don't have a good candidate for this. Master of the hunt. I think this is definitely based on martial skills. Royal architect. Average. High almoner for piety. Our bishop is not good for this. 32 learning is not good for this. What do we need? Is it like based on trait? Cupbearer. Also based on poison. Court jester. Court musician. Bodyguard. Everyone's poor. Personal champion. Our friend. Our marshal. Our knight. Decreases our dread. Increase our prestige. Ah, it shows you right here. It's based on prowess and legendary blade master. You can take your place in some duels. Alright, he will be our personal champion as well. That's why he's our friend. So we filled a couple positions. Court jester. Musician. Yeah, we saw these. Executioner. Is she still in my court? Intrigue and prowess. Okay, it's a combination. We don't have the poet. What is requirement? Wait, what does Adocita matter? Well, I guess it's just whoever is closest to these requirements. She's A, right? So they're checking starting from the beginning. I think that's what's going on. We have a guest with a useful duchy claim. What does she have a claim on? Looking at that banner, I'm thinking we're looking at... It's in France, isn't it? Yeah, it's in France. No thanks. I'm not looking to expand outside. Our grandson, who is 5, stewardship. Yeah, I think stewardship is good. Although, now that we have a new culture, martial might be good. Because, if I remember correctly, right, our traits are more valued. Additional bonus for Blade Master. So we'll play along. We have set his focus. He's a bossy child, so it's going to work well for him. Can I start educating him now, or is he still too young? Still too young. Okay, that's fine. I think we can actually recruit lowborns to fill a random court position. I don't know about the quality of these. With the aptitude, I guess it'll just be a search, but it does have a cost, so it's not like a free physician search. Mass eviction. Every guest leaves our court. Why are we doing that? Host a feast. Lose 60 stress. We're good right now. Invite knight. Invite claimant to sell trivial titles. Sell titles. Unpredictable result. We still have extortion. If we ever need money, we can commission an epic, which is a family epic artifact. 175, and if we have extra money to spend, so basically it's gonna run over price. All right, good list of things to do. We haven't found a good person to manage our artifact. Portugal. I want to give Portugal away to our other son, but I can't because he's not in our court. She landed him, which makes sense. I can't do anything to him now, can I? Yeah, I can't give him anything. I mean, it's his loss. But now I figure we're gonna end up giving up the one down here, which does bring us quite a bit of money. And we keep this one, which unfortunately we don't gain full control of. I can't revoke title yet. Alright, we're gonna go 1 speed and just go slow here. Why? What happened to you? So we can actually make him change. I'm trying to think, how can we take his title aside from that? I think that's the only way. And then we also have this vassal here. Also super annoying. Also waiting for revoke. I don't know if I have the claims on them. I think I do. Yep. Not that one, so I should make that claim happen. We have that claim ready. It's also going to get complicated when we die. We don't really want to die now. We're 58. We're old. But I don't think he's going to rebel against us. I'm going to wait for our nephews to get here. Yes, that's good. Oh, we can trade. Oh, we got a new Pope, Leo the Sixth. He likes us decently, and we can use that situation to net us quite a bit of cash. Let's do that. And while we have him here, and the fact that we don't have any schemes, he... another Dutch Pope. What is with that? Second Dutch Pope. Foreign target. Yeah, this is difficult, actually. I don't know if we can do that. We can try. Actually, stay on disrupt because our wife is not doing great. I don't think we need to convert coin, but if we're going to have to give it away. So, I mean, we're already giving it away. Give me a claim on this one because we need that to revoke without tyranny. Are we doing train commanders? Yeah, I guess we have control all back, so that's good. Faction created against us, no surprise. Yes, people hate us. Am I scared? You gotta be kidding me. No, I'm not scared. Arrived at court. He's here. We're gonna give you some land. Right. So we want to give him this. He's gonna be a duke all of a sudden because he met his great uncle. And then maybe... do we make him our new steward? I think we do. We lose out quite a bit on the development gains, which is a bit unfortunate, but we're going to keep it in the family. I mean, the painful part is we're losing money, right? Because I guess we don't have to give him everything. This works too. We still retain control. He gets half. We get a little bit less money. We lose a little bit less money, basically. Okay. We just need to give away one more. It's Portugal. I mean, the easiest solution... oh, I can change his contract. Look at him with his new clothes. So, we probably just want more money from him. Well, I thought he was going to be okay with this. Where is... I guess he just agrees and he just drops some of that. Yeah, too much, right? Even with the hook. I'm just interested in money. 0.1 more. Forever, right? It's like forever, ever, ever. So this is fine. We don't guarantee anything else. We can get more prestige. He gets more prestige. We don't have divine right. Yeah, so we can't do that. All right, so we got that done. What do we have a hook on him for? No idea, but he's paying me. She's still poor. It's out of 50 now, though. That's good. She's never going to get there. Right. We're first in line because he doesn't have kids yet. But that's fine. I want his kid to take it. It's all good. I'm going to switch this. I'm going to make him... I mean, he's happy with us for now, but that's not going to keep. You see the second highest? Okay, at least he's the second highest. A third, if you consider him. Your daughter and food taster. What else are we doing here? So because I can't give away the third duchy to my second son, I think we just give it to our brother-in-law here. He's married to our sister. He's a title revoke candidate down the line anyways. He has 2/3 of it already. So that doesn't... this is like the most empty one that we are doing basically. Now we don't have any angry... I mean, we have angry vassals, but less angry vassals. It's not like randomly 45 points. I mean, we just beat them up. They hate us. That makes sense. Everyone else likes us, right? Decently well. Decently well. All right, we're good. We're good. Now, he's going to want a title, right? Diplomacy? Wait, that's not the guy. That's the guy. No, wait. Duke Pedro the Foolish. He is not very good at anything. He has a daughter who's our niece. Treacherous villain. They're not smart kids either. How did you get a title such as the Foolish? Is it just because of low learning? Oh, the wife is done. Okay, so he only has daughters. That's an opening, but not really one I can really come in. What? Ooh. We gotta dig a little bit deeper here. So this is the duchy title. What are the orders? So the two daughter, his wife, aka my sister. What? How are you related to everyone? Siblings. Okay. His sister's son. Who's currently a duke. So, I mean, we revoke the title. That's how we do it. I think we're all happy. We can now upgrade our court. We still have over 20. Oh, our court looks a little bit bigger. Not hold court yet. We're gonna make our daughter have better food. We're gonna be a little healthier. Our baseline has increased to 12. And this will boost our baseline to 28, right? I think this just boosts baseline. Like, this is what I care about the most. We'll eat the best food. Prestige gains also... Like, we can afford everything. I don't know why we don't do this. Feels like it's just straight bonuses. What are the penalty here? Look at that. So now we're moving towards a positive baseline. Slow shift. Right, okay. That makes sense. And our current rankings based on our current Grandeur. And that would be a slow shift up. 17 years to reach whatever base 76. Ooh, okay. Cool. Now I think we can hold court, perhaps. Let's just experience this. Alright, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the door of the hall as my people file in. Some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. After several moments, all movement in Chamber of Seas, all face turns towards my... Oh, we have our... By the way, Spy Master. Our Marshal's gone. And that's our champion instead of our son. So first petitioner, the mayor, my king, the dogs of Bentosa think they're better than us. He spews, crackle, haughty joke each market day. Mayor Gutierrez, the vile boar, needs to be put in his place, and those damnable fool made to respect Pharaoh, the leading city of Galicia. Santiago versus Corona. Okay. Could we pop out and pop in to change our wife setting for this? Because we can stop them being rivals and increase our vassal tax contribution. They can become nemesis as we fail. Bold. They duel. We lose stress because we're brave, because we are watching a duel. How is that bravery? They will become nemesis. They will both gain popular justice, but both of them will lose 15 points with me. Both cities will gain control growth, which doesn't matter, popular opinion. Dismiss it completely. Favorite town increases development. See, this is the more interesting part of this. Closer to forming a friendship. He's 34, he's 47. 24 Marshall. Should put you as one of our important fellas. So because we came from, say, so I guess we're justifying. I'm leaning towards this one, even though he's less impressive and possessed, apparently, just because he's in our hometown. This is just, you know, there's no science to this, just whatever we want. I don't even think civil admiration is that great. 10% of what they're contributing is so minimum. And then there's a chance to lose stuff. Yeah, so I'm just going to pick our hometown. Easy stuff. And then our Archbishop bows before me. Lupe, you must help fund a new house of worship. Are we building a temple here? Oh, we can manually cancel it. Temple is not terrible. I think short-term wise, it gives more, but long-term wise, cities are better. Let's build it. He asked, we'll build it. We'll be guided by our council. Come, man, we don't have all day. A merchant, huh? I am random guy. Okay, representing the disgruntled traders and freemen of Silves. Okay, all the way down south. Our mayor fails to maintain even the most rudimentary records. Okay, so we depose the mayor, who doesn't hate us and is capable. I mean, his best qualities doesn't hate us. Increased development progress by 50 points, so like half a point of development. But we meddle. We make him the new mayor. This doesn't look good. Stewardship challenge, which is actually our specialty. We can find evidence and he pays us but loses opinion, or we can lose 50 points of development and stifling commerce. That's terrible. We will pay instead. Who do they think we are? We imprison him. We gain dread. We're gonna test out whether we can come back, because this is a stewardship challenge. And our wife is, yep. Oh, it works. It works perfectly. Right, so we're gonna do this 93% chance. The mayor will hate us a little bit, but we get some money back to fund that temple we're building. Yep, that worked. And our business is done. That was our court. 5 years. We'll meet our court again. Thank you, my wife. New clothes for a queen. Anyhow, I think we have experienced the royal court. We have fixed our land. We've given away 3 duchy titles. We lost some direct holdings, and it's showing in terms of our income as we dip, as we make our court better as well. We'll look to continue to improve our court. as we'll continue our war effort. I don't think we should stop. I think the excess money, certainly some of it go towards building our new capital. It definitely needs some love. But these independent ones that we didn't take are now ripe for the taking. Like if we look at an actual war with his allies, I mean, scratch the allies, right? We have 4,000 by ourselves. With his ally, he only have 1,600. So we basically just take his land. We have no claims on this, but we can border clash while still in opportunity, the last bit of it. And we'll take this for ourselves, even though we have given away the full duchy to our son, we can keep a piece. Any sort of direct ownership would be good. And beyond that, it will just be expanding here, which is much more difficult since that is owned by this faction here, which definitely match us in power. Our hopes are that he dies and his sons, his many sons, 4 sons, will split his land many ways and then easy picking for us. So we'll probably not take that piece, which is the other missing piece of Portugal. Basically, these two are the ones that got away. My other question is, how do we make them change culture? This is a slight problem. I think if the owner wasn't myself, I can just ask them to change culture if they were different culture. As like demand conversion basically, which is what we have on these. That'd be like the easiest way to do it. But we'll figure it out. Our biggest deal, we're still not the culture head. That is weird. I wonder if this is bugged. If this is bugged, it might lead us to end this campaign early. Because I was worried about the Visigoth pickup. Since it could lead to a lot of issues, since the game, tried really hard to remove Visigoth when they did the Iberian. Oh, anyways, he's in court or something like that. Yeah, that's the royal court. We'll resume our expansion efforts as we come back next time. So until then, bye.